and we nyan lang wem di ta chien ka the quote it thong nyan let the bad man talk. A Juba juice, a nyan ken a Juba juice. A Juba juice, yara woman yan toileting a nigga man. Boom! A yan thin tidan, in a thing a patching yan a choriana. Kunada, kayiting in a mirror chopping, you will into with the money nigga.
We take a look at the past channel, call a patel can wait, a cool and token big nation, Slate nation. In to Lord Andia,
It's a more, my brother. It's a more, yeah, thank you.
Quite die in I pure me at the call. So, like a Slate nation.
Slate Nation around a chong mod mau, good mona twai, and moya pook all the way from Barrel Gizal. South Sudanese artist, Australian based, award winning, big nation, star boy. So, where the can.
So, let's work journey to that. We work journey to
Johnny did a job at a very young age. First of all, what did you? Yeah, Fanan, Long Pan Jeng. So, and Zaman, that time, a chin instrument, a theater instrument, a kid kind name. And then from there, I pick it up from him. So, Zaman Kenyan Yal, and a kid, yes. So, when I was born, my dad was telling me stories about him being a great musician in my hometown. So basically, I had to learn what I meet look at. So I had to learn from that. And then at a certain age, while I couldn't join Don Bosco school, so I was part of the choir. So I'm using choir and la kanisa wala panabun, alopan or la kanisa on Sunday. So from there, I started learning a little bit of how to sing, how to write, knowing notes and keys and all of that. So after some time, like around 2010, Wajal East Africa, like Uganda. So from there in a refugee camp, Wajal, and you could think you. Can it's cool, your pocket money, Colonia, for a studio, all a good work. So the process starts from there. Good Parama Kaji along the way, Kitani Silver X, Palazzo, from the beginning of my career, the early of my career. And then from there, Nyala Chok Dodge, man, I was blessed. And we're here today. That's just the short version of my, my journey.
Yeah, do you know what?
So, what young dear Chola didn't actually Chol come back home. So basically, after we got independent in 2011, so there were so many people that were in the Western world who were telling them, hey, bye Chubenbe. And we good. There's peace, there's love. So come back home and contribute and develop your country. So basically, that song actually was very meaningful, and it, people actually got the message, and a lot of people were inspired by it. And that's the reason why today, I went outside, spent so many years outside, and now I'm back home, because you have to practice what you preach. So I think, yeah.
Okay, before came to Australia.
All these songs, man, catch up on the street here. Those are the songs that actually made me who I am out there. So I became Slate Nation here before I even moved outside. Yeah.
Okay, catwalk maybe. Then call Nyaren, but I take a thing.
Anton Jenga. Laura Keith Yang Kangoria, Laura Keith Yang Kangoria. Nyanaru, Yerakulor, Nyan Panda, Churatan, Nyanaru, Yerakulor, Nyan Panda, Churatan. So basically, the whole of that song, Kia Lel Tong Ching, is a cultural song that portrayed the culture of Dinka people in South Sudan. So Kia Lel, Ikin La Lor, Ikin La Lor, Lor Chapiang, the end, Punyandu, Nyandu, Niar, Ken Piandu, Akayuk Lor, Kirana, Winter La Lor, So basically, that's pretty much like the concept along it. Now let's been a long video, so we had to put the whole concept around culture of South Sudan, so that people outside can really get inspired and can also say, "Oh my God, this is really amazing! I have to go back home and learn about my culture."
No should know, and you quite back.
So until I got all the way Balatarkeka for 3 days along the inside Bor, the Labore. So I had to be there for 3 days in a cattle camp, and I had to, with my team, we had to be there for like 3 days to do that video. So it was it was really tiresome. It was a long struggle, but at the end of the day, it was worth it. So, yeah. And as you can see, it's a classic. So even Kawajat, white people from where I come from are jumping and they don't even know what I'm saying. It's because they see like music. Music is a universal language. It doesn't matter whether I listen to Kiswahili songs here, but I don't even hear any one word of Kiswahili. It's just all about if it's a good vibe and you're feeling it, you're feeling the rhythm and the vibe, you dance to the music. Exactly, man. Yeah.
So in the Indian Guayana, which was Dinachi gam big platform already. So care work da bajoga jiho.
And we nyala wem di tachien. Nyala wem di tachien. And we nyala wem di tachien. Kada quote ithong nyan let the bad man talk. Juba juice. Nyan ken Juba juice. Juba juice. Yara woman yan toleting a nigga man. Boom. Nyan thin tidan. Ina benga patching yan choriana. Kunada. Kayiting in a mirror chopping. You will into with the money nigga. So what I mean by that is like Panajan, Tina for 19 can look. But if you look at people like Messi and Ronaldo, Messi himself doesn't know how to speak English. He has never gone to school. You can buy the whole country. So basically, we try and encourage our people. If a kid is doing something great, you got to support your child or your brother or your sister. Support them with the talent they have. It's what I'm saying. Education is very important, but at the same time, if your child is having a talent or your brother and you're capable of doing it, of supporting them, please do it, because it's not going to be beneficial only to you or your family, but to the whole nation. And the whole world.
Juba juicy how did you come up with that?
Basically, like, you know, when we were at the street of Uganda those days, so things were really hard. We were somewhere down there in the ghetto, and German Joseph way on in my office. So, and I was just walking up and early in the morning. I think there was a guy, Joel Kim, well again, the mighty Kim, Kim, well again, bro. Can men the lower and bit can you cook at Tong Jing Godal? That is a sign. Like if you're an artist, if you get a positive reaction when you say something, just know that is a sign. It means there are so many people that can get the same message. And every artist get your hit. Every artist always struggle to find a hit through where that one song everybody can relate to it. You can relate to it. He can, she can, he can, and everybody. So if everybody relate to that song, that means that's a hit automatically. Leave the song that you can push with money. Like there's a song that everybody can feel like, man, this is a good song. You know what I mean? So like when I did that song, wala kuwari tong giang margin ko gopin, tawali you change the tempo of the beat to be sweeter than the other one. So if you play the two songs, that's because whenever that song was because they had the two different tempo and the other one is sweet. So basically, I let Juba use a young language beat. So my dad is like,
so Dini Chikot Bella in
no, actually, when I first released it, Ningaranacha to a Yan Madia. To a Yan Kole, to WhatsApp group those days, WhatsApp in kind mostly. So Ranto Jibila on WhatsApp, this guy I catch the right. And when did I Yan la right? When I quit it. But then after like a week, then to Kakan pushed my life. Kakan push dedicated channel. So the moment being a campaign could dale. Even Nairobi, and before I went to Australia, I came to Nairobi and the house of the president here. I was invited for the birthday party. South Sudan president here because of that song. So basically, that song, you know, broke so many doors for me, connected me to so many people I would never even imagine in my life I could have access to them. So I'm grateful. Yeah, and then yeah, that's that one. And then I job ala bani nyandum ya the rest of the songs. Lain pana air, kab deep than Juba did. So like basically it's just all about that was just a blessing. That was just a breakthrough for me, opening all the doors for me. And then man. So I'm grateful, man.
Okay, yeah. Your challenges coach your industry.
Bro, so many challenges. Like from the beginning when we started, we had nothing, you know, and a lot of people like Lela. That take a kilo can is a look. I think about the yoking. You better the queen man. Or tell them meow umbrella deck or blamata or pull a lucra because you know. So I had to keep faith from day one. pichol meow, kakang tie, pichol tap, kakang lo. It's not because what I want to kick bad. I wanted to prove some people that what I was doing is not because of that reason. It doesn't mean tina fanan, kina lui kara yo indeng meow mat. Meow pa de chicham. Too much of anything can kill you, even food. If you eat too much excess of food, you can die from it. So basically, and I'm not here to judge anybody because I'm not perfect. Everybody, you gotta respect people the way they are, love them the way they are, and just focus on your dreams. So basically, even my own dad, when I started the music, he wasn't supportive. Kia can't really support me. I had a studio call, I had daddy. But I insisted to do what I know that if I do this, I'll make sure I do this and make my family proud. So when Lenny Loy, my first Australian tour, I was the first young South Sudanese artist. But I wouldn't do urban music, which is music they need John Producer and the Afro. Nyale chedel ngain to Quran. Ye dana ere mo in Nigeria. Che Jinubi. Chatting mo in Nigeria and Juba and Ladian you ping Australia. Juba and Kulega Mami. So you tango Lela Facebook with your band. You and we talk for like 3 months. Visa dia process everything.
Yeah. So I alone joy last.
And like the first one, yeah, could have been immediately because when I went my first tour, so my show got up $15,000. Then some people were beaten and stuff like that. Then they took all the money, so I had to come back. So when land band chinga guru di ndi band chin until Juba ko pakai, jar kick back kula baba. Ene guru di ndi yo. Chiting on chala air, he knew until Uganda is cool, but after chala air ko kaka choro logo ping undu, nanda chala air. The king on land band was cheered by direct. The guru di baby la kan kengi yo music day. From there up to now. So basically, if you are doing something to low income, make sure you do it to prove when you low down like because the more you do it, you see that's more you discourage other people. Can be me again because you lose support. I'll give you a good example. Basketball right now, South Sudan team is doing wonders right now. But back then, but I like a basketball and a lot of follow what you're school. You see? So basically, the same thing with fashion, the modeling year, man. And they are doing that thing to support their families. No matter how hard are things in the country, somebody somewhere is trying to make sure they put something on the table for their families.
And then in the industry right now, and then young artists working, and then so young
you got to stay focused. If you want to do something, make sure you know that you're really going to do this despite the challenges. If you know it within your heart you're going to do it, please go for it. Don't let nobody tell you cannot do it. If they cannot do it, that doesn't mean you cannot. So you got to go for your dreams, stay focused, believe, pray to God, work hard, and one day you make it. No, I would tell you today, no any hard worker would ever fail. You'd fail, but one day like this. My brother, yeah. So you can never count out somebody that is working hard. No matter what you do, it can be music, it can be business, it can be anything. That's why you see me like even on the street, if I see people have the money, I bring it out. That's a blessing. God has blessed you with something for you to bless other people. For them also to be strong people to bless other people. That's how it works. We have to be there for each other. Regardless whether you know somebody or not, you gotta give back to people.
Yeah. Okay. And then fans for Kitiko and all that. So like that you Slate Nation your project and all that.
Right now Slate Nation is on a world tour, so I came together with my two brothers. One brother and best rapper that you guys gonna know soon here in Africa. She's called DJ K. She's called Baby G. And then we've got a DJ that actually worked with DJ Khaled. It's called DJ K. We came together all the way from the US to come and support me in this African tour. As soon as we are done with this African tour, we're heading all the way to US and Canada in the summer. So basically, why I'm here for the tour. That's number one. Number two, to launch my album. My album has so many features, Scales from Nigeria, We've got Tekino from Nigeria. We've got Palazzo and Chameleon from Uganda. We've got Emmanuel Jal from South Sudan. I've got other people from the US that are part of the album. So like it's a huge movement. So we're here to actually give back, man, and also let people know, hey, we're back home. We're here, and also to see my friends, see my family, and have a good time. Yeah, that's why we're here, man. So those are the things I'm doing. Tour, album, and thank God, man. Yeah, be grateful.
Yeah, okay. In maybe 5 years, 6 years, God, but no, okay, Slate Nation music.
6 years from now, like I told you, like if I could tell you 5 years ago, if I can share the same stage with Rema or Kiss Daniel or Burna Boy, I had never imagined that 5 years ago, but I did it. What I'm looking at right now is to be at that level, Me, I like to think ahead, and challenge yourself every day. You gotta have a goal, that you gotta have a checklist that you have to tick up your goal every single day. And 5 years from now, I want to be at the same level. At least we have some South Sudanese artists that are being recognized in African level, in East African level. I know we are there, but people still don't know us. What do we need to do? We have to work so hard to make sure we have to be there. You can't just be there like that. You have to work hard for it. And yeah, that's why I'm here, man. I'm fighting so hard. 5 years from now, East African level, and then the rest of the world will know us. Africa has everything. The only thing we don't have in Africa, we don't have jobs and money. That's the reason why you see most of us go outside and try and work so hard and come back home and try and fulfill our dreams. But other than that, we've got everything in Africa. Africa is blessed. People are nice here, genuine. So basically, it's just all about sticking to the cause and stay to.
So talk to your fans.
Yeah, to my fans, I want to say thank you so much for supporting Slate Nation, Big Nation throughout the years. I'm not perfect, but you guys stood with me throughout time. I wanted to say I will never disappoint you. I will always be here, humble, so humble and grateful to you guys, for supporting me. I want to say keep going. There's a lot coming. We still have a long journey, a long way to go. So stay with your boy. Stay with Big Nation.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Level platform
Yeah, so you can follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm everywhere. Slate Nation, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Wikipedia is there. Slate Nation Music on Instagram, Slate Nation on Facebook, Slate Nation on Twitter, and so on and so forth, my brother. Slate Nation everywhere. Yeah, man. So, any platform you want, I'm there. Yeah, man.
So, we're
doing our care to my people. Love each other, support each other, respect each other. Violence is never a solution. If you disagree with your brother, if he's too hungry, leave him, come back later. Say, sorry, brother. Find a common ground to talk it out peacefully and move on as brothers. Everybody can have another disagreement with anybody, but that doesn't mean I want to kill you or you want to kill me or I want to hurt you. There are so many ways of resolving issues. So I want to tell my people, especially the young generation, we are the next future leaders of our nation, and we are the one to devolve our nation or to not do anything about it. So basically, I'm calling everybody to love each other, support each other, and work so hard for your dreams, because your dreams are not only, you might think they're only your dreams, but they're actually not your dreams a lot, because if you succeed, your brother will succeed, your family will succeed, and when your family succeed, we expand. And change doesn't come at a go, it's a gradual process. You do your part, I play my role, and that's how we change the whole country. Peace is the most important message for my people. Peace and love.
So, Slate Nation, thank you for being here. Cool. And then
got a show tomorrow, man. Got to turn up.
So, Mabu, shukran for the time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity. I also want to say thank you and your team, for doing this for South Sudan music. I know we're struggling, we're all struggling, but one day this is the start. This is how we started. You can't. You have everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you for doing this, not only for me, but for all the people you give your platform to. And may God bless you and your team. Keep it going. One day you grow big, and represent the whole world, man.
Thank you.
Blessing, my brother.